Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show up yet more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. This is part 2 of this recent update, and I'm going to jump right into it. Got a lot of cool stuff to show. Starting off with Immolation, Stepping on Angels Before Dawn. Of course, Immolation, Yonkers death metal band, been around since 1988. This is basically a compilation of their early demos and some live tracks, and of course the original pressings of these are pretty much near impossible to find for a decent price, and it's never been officially reissued. So this is a basically a bootleg copy put out through Rigor Mortis Records just last year, and sounds really good. So if you can find a copy of this for a decent price, definitely worth checking out. Then we have Vomit Forth with Northeastern Deprivation, brutal death metal band based out of Connecticut, and this is a essentially a compilation of sorts. It's basically their second EP as well as their first EP and their debut demo as bonus tracks on here, so you can technically consider this a compilation. But yeah, really solid brutal death metal band. I recently reviewed their promo 2021, which was absolutely killer, and I'm really looking forward to their next release. So yeah, go check out Vomit Forth. Then we have Demon King with The Final Tyranny. Yeah, this is a blackened technical death metal band based out of Tennessee that's been around since 2019. This is their debut EP, put out just here recently by the Artisan Era. And of course, the owner of the Artisan Era, Malcolm Pugh, is a part of this band. He plays bass on here. And of course, he's also the man behind Inferi and Loathing Requiem and quite a few other bands that he's in. This also has members of In Full Darkness as well. And yeah, I've listened to this a handful of times, and this is absolutely amazing stuff. I definitely recommend checking this one out. Then we have Suffering Hour with The Cyclic Reckoning. Yeah, put out just here recently through Profound Lore Records. This is a blackened death metal band based out of the Minnesota and Colorado area. Been around since 2013. This is their second full-length album overall. I've only listened to this a couple of times, but this is absolutely killer stuff. Yeah, definitely going to be spending a lot more time with this one. Next up, got these next two. I believe I got these from Willowtip themselves. Starting off with Abhorrent with Intransigence. Really like that logo. But yeah, this is a technical death metal band based out of San Antonio, Texas. Been around since 2007. This is their debut full length, put out by Willowtip Records back in 2015. And the main reason that I picked this up is because it features Lyle Cooper from Humanity is Cancer, whose debut EP I recently reviewed, and I absolutely loved his drumming on that, so I really want to check out some more of his stuff. And I was surprised to find this actually had current and former members of bands like Spawn of Possession and Aborted amongst the ranks, so definitely worth checking out if you love good technical death metal. And then finally completed my Blood Freak full-length collection, picked up Squalor. Really awesome band, death metal / grindcore out of the Portland, Oregon area. Been around since 2003. This is their third full-length album, put out in 2014 by Willowtip Records, and this is the first album to feature Pierce Williams from Enigmatum, Skeletal Remains, etc. on the drums. And as usual, he turns in an absolutely killer performance on this. Definitely go check out Blood Freak. The next two I actually got from the Metalhead box. I've had a chance to listen to both of these a couple of times, and that is Profane Order with Slave Morality and Ceremonial Bloodbath with The Tides of Blood. Now, of the two, I definitely like this one a lot more than I have this one so far. I'm going to give this one a couple more tries and see how it sets with me. But if you're not familiar with Profane Order, is a blackened death metal band based out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Been around since 2015. This is their debut full-length album put out by Cruciator Productions back in 2019. And I don't know, there's something about this one that's just not really sitting with me right now. But as I said, this one I'm really digging. This is blackened death metal out of Vancouver, Canada. Been around since Actually, I can't really remember when these guys formed. But yeah, again, debut full-length album put out through Sentient Ruin Laboratories just last year in 2020. And this features members of Grave Infestation, Encoffinate, among others. So definitely go check this one out. And last, but most certainly not least, I finally have an official copy of this. This is Malevolent Creation with the 10 Commandments. Comes in a nice little slip case here. And yeah, Malevolent Creation, death metal band. Been around since 1987, originally from Buffalo, New York, but migrated down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is their debut full-length album, originally put out in '91 on RC Records, and this is a 2019 reissue on Hammerheart Records. 2 CD set, which basically has their early demos on it, and of course I recently got the demo compilation. So, but hey, like I said, I needed an official copy of this. The only one that I have is a really good quality, I will admit, Russian bootleg that I got off of eBay. But yeah, happy to have an official pressing of some sorts. And yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.